Howdy, folks. How is the lighting? How's the sound? And how are you? Hello, Soda Engines. Matt Chat says, I used to love this show. I've seen every episode multiple times, so this quiz should be a cinch. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm pretty much in the same boat. Recess is definitely one of those shows where I've always come back to it, and like if I need something on, particularly like background noise, a Recess episode is a good thing to throw on. Soda, not sure how I'm going to perform on this one because I'm both very tired and because I'm in the process of recovering from a bug. Oh, very sorry about that. And I've literally spent this day running up and down the town trying to find a store that sells Sony earphones. And no, I wasn't able to get it. I'm really sorry about it. It does sound like a very annoying day. I hope the post-bug feelings go away soon, and I hope you find those Sony earphones. Hello, Listy Rimsey the Third. Soda, anyone remember the episode they did with the trading cards? Yes, they were called Mon Stickers. The episode was called The Economics of Recess. Listy, I haven't watched Recess since it was first broadcast, but I have watched a lot of YouTube videos on it. You might have an advantage, you might not. It depends what those YouTube videos were actually on regarding Recess. Matcha, I watched the reruns on Disney Plus. I practically grew up with it personally. Used to watch it on. So in Britain, during the 90s and early 2000s, we had a Saturday morning TV show called Diggin' It or Dig It, and that was how we saw a lot of Disney shows. If you didn't have satellite TV, that's how I watched it. Listy, the guy who played Mikey died a couple of years back. Yeah, I know about this. It was sad because he was up to star in a sitcom. It could have been a comeback for him. Oh, bless. Leo says, all sounds good. Cursed, sounded like it's good, and I've just found out that the director for a show plans on having a free meet and greet for the cast each night. Ooh. Leo, I watched the show a lot as a kid, but I also haven't watched since I was a kid, so I'll generously say I'm 40% confident. No worries. Soda, it's a lot better than I was yesterday. Oh, that's good. I remember. The thing is, I remember when I first started doing YouTube, I had a fever, I had a bug, and I still worked. I remember making 2 back-to-back episodes of Jambareeqi reviews while under a fever, and then working on another one while I was recovering from fever. Thank you for following, Ecto. Because the show I'm in, just to clarify. Oh, the show you're in. Oh, nice. Moving back. I've seen a lot of Recess episodes. A bit rusty on details, I'll admit, but I did. Soda, I remember my first time using of Recess. I thought Mikey was actually the school bully because I caught an episode towards the end. You were probably watching one of the films, because that's the plot for one of the films. Well, one of the plots for one of the films. I'm not going to give it away. Ecto, who's your favourite out of the main 6? Probably TJ. I'm leaning towards TJ. I really admire how noble he is and like how passionate he can get, but I also like that he's cheeky. It's rare that you get an anti-hero child character, particularly in animation. I really like that he stands up for what's right, but at the same time, he'll prank someone, and he's up against the man all the time in some kind of way. Yeah, love TJ. Matt Chat says the Spinell's their favourite. We'll start the quiz very soon. Soda, most likely, but I can't remember. It's been too long. No worries. We'll start the quiz very soon, and as usual, it's 30 questions. First 10 questions are going to be pretty much like the basics, and the second round, which is another 10 questions, will be episode based, and the last 10 questions will be all behind the scenes. Listy, TJ is what Bart Simpson wishes he could be. Yeah. Because the only time I can think Mikey displayed some bully tendencies was in a nightmare of getting back at those bullies. It's one time. I wish I could say more because like there's questions ahead. But like yeah, there's more than once that where Mikey is framed as a bully kind of character. Leo, it took me years to realise that Spinelli's name comes from the gemstone, Spinel, thus how it's supposed to be pronounced, because I always thought it was pronounced spinal, like Spinal Tap. Ah. Movie Brat. One episode comes to mind is full-on Barney parody called Binky. It's Bonky Fever. Really good episode, though. Listy. Randall looks like Baby Mo. He kind of does. He's got the same kind of facial structure and the same hairstyle. So yeah, I get the comparison. Move Brat Bonky. Sorry, I went off. No worries. You're talking to a Recess super fan, so I'm gonna be that annoying. I'm gonna be that annoying correcting person. I've seen every episode like way too many times, and I've seen every movie way too many times. It's when it comes to like putting on a show, when I need to concentrate on something else, Recess is what I put on. So it's always been my default show to put on. Soda, that Bonky episode is something else. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of Recess episodes that go to some very mature or psychological kind of places. It's one of the things I've come to respect about the show. Mover, though, suddenly I have the thought of the crossover. Of 4 crossover Recess. Ooh. Ecto, who's your favourite villain from the series? Dang, that's a hard one. I mean, Dr. Slicer is like the closest I think to like a legit scary villain. Like he's probably the scariest one, but in terms of like my favorite villain, I mean Benedict from School's Out is very memorable, very memorable, and gives us a window into a lot of the characters' lives before the main timeline. Yeah, so it's kind of between Dr. Slicer and Benedict. Leo, you can tell I was a weird kid because Randall was maybe one of my top favourites, but as a kid who liked Mo, Squidward, that's hardly a surprise. I got compared to being like Randall at school. Movie Brat, picture it. Kid Loki causes chaos in the world of Recess. Soda, I got more have a midlife crisis vibe from the Bonky episode. Not really, because he's only like 9. Leo, oh god, I could talk about the Bonk episode. It'll save after the quiz because it didn't half leave an impact. Yeah. Well, yeah. There's a lot of episodes that go to some places that you don't really expect. Recess was really ahead of its time, totally ahead of its time, and I've only recently over the years started to go like, yeah. Ecto, gotta love a Disney villain with the voice of James Woods. Soda. Where about that time hired a guy to play Kid? Oh, do you mean the spy that came in from the playground? Yeah, that one, yes. And it was Jason Marsden did the voice of... Jason Marsden voices a 4-year-old pretending to be a kid at the school. Like, that's definitely one of my favorites, but mainly because I'm a big Jason Marsden fan. Yeah. Right, let us begin the quiz. Okie dokie, so for any of you that have never done one of my quiz streams before, please don't put answers in chat. It's not fair on those that have come for a challenge. If you want to join, if you want to answer questions, then please click the QuizKit logo on the side of chat. You can usually find it by hovering your mouse over the stream player, and then click allow access and grant permission. I'm just going to get ready on my end. I don't have to really do much. Right? Yeah, I think I'm ready. But I'll give other people a chance. Leah, I also recently found out that the villain's nebbish henchman in the Schools Out movie was voiced by Peter McNichol. Yep, he was. So that's another reason I need to revisit the film, other than it was damn good. It's pretty damn good, actually. Yeah, there's particularly the relationship between Prickly and TJ in that film is like really interesting, really good. Dominic, I vaguely remember that spy one. Yeah, it's a good episode. I mean, like, I do plan on doing like a top 5 Recess episodes video at some point. I mean, I did a Darkest episode video that was like really popular, so I do want to do more Recess content. There's so much I could do, considering like how passionate I am about the show and how much I know about the show. But yeah, I need the time. The episode that I like, I don't know if it's in my top 5, but the episode that I really love to go back to again and again is called Omega Kids, and in that episode, the school, like the main 6 TJ's gang are like fed up of how many kids are at school, but then they all end up being sent home, except for the main 6, and it's just about them being in school and being the only ones at school, and it's really fun. It's really fun at first, but then it just goes downhill, and I love that episode. I really do. It's really fun to see like the main 6 like have the whole school to themselves, and it changes the dynamic around a bit. So one more time. Please don't put answers in chat. If you want to join the quiz, if you want to answer questions, then click the quiz kit logo on the side of chat, and then click allow access and grant permission. You can usually find the quiz kit logo on this by hovering your mouse over the stream player. And I will now send. I will now send the instruction image. Curse, yeah, the end credits for Schools Out was stuck with me for so long. It's great, atmospheric. I love the end credits. Yeah, feels really nostalgic, and like Rob Goulet's cover of Green Tambourine's a classic. Question 1: what color is Benelli's beanie hat? Green, blue, purple, or orange? So question 1: what color is Benelli's beanie hat? Is it green, blue, purple, or orange? So again, the first 10 questions are just pretty much like the basics, the easy stuff, the stuff that, like, if you've seen a couple of episodes or even one episode, you probably know. Yeah, warm people into the quiz. So the answer is orange. She has an orange beanie hat, which does come off, unlike with Louise and Bob's Burgers, you do actually see her hat come off sometimes. Question 2, Sub-Collectathon. Question 2, who is the king of the Third Street School's playground? And I'm talking about the main series. In the main series, is it Bill, Brady, Bob, or Buck? So question 2, who's the king of Third Street School's playground? Is it Bill, Brady, Bob, or Buck? Which one is it? Ooh. Iconic character. It is King Bob. It's King Bob, but he gets replaced by King Freddy in one of the films. Question 3. What is the name of Principal Prickly's secretary? Miss Banana, Miss Lemon, Miss Apple, or Miss Strawberry? So question 3. What is the name of Principal Prickly's secretary? Is it Miss Banana, Miss Lemon, Miss Apple, or Miss Strawberry? Which one? The tension rising. Ooh, which fruit? This is Miss Lemon. She's Miss Lemon. Miss Lemon! Okay, question 4 when it loads. Question 4. What number is on Vince's sports shirt? Is it 8, 1, 7, or 5? So question 4. What number is on Vince's sports shirt? 8, 1, 7, or 5? What number is on Vince's sports shirt? His iconic sports shirt. Is it 8, 1, 7, or 5? Which do you think it is? It is 1. He has a 1 on his shirt. Very mixed response for that one. Nobody went for 5, but like it was still a very mixed response. Question 5. Which chocolate snack is used as a playground currency in recess? Wingerdingers, Shiny Swirls, Choco-Blocos, or Angel Whippers? So question 5. Which chocolate snack is used as playground currency in recess? Wingerdingers, Shiny Swirls, Choco-Blocos, or Angel Whippers? There are other currencies, but this is one of the currencies. So is it Wingerdingers, Shiny Swirls, Choco-Blocos, or Angel Whippers? It is Wingerdingers! Wingerdingers. I always wanted one. They kind of look like cake rolls. Question 6. Which kid is known for telling First Street School urban myths? Is it Curse the Worst, Swinger Girl, Library Kid, or Butch? So question 6. Which kid is known for telling First Street urban myths? Is it Curse the Worst, Swinger Girl, Library Kid, or Butch? Which of those characters does TJ's gang turn to when they want to know a bit more about a rumor? The answer's Butch, voiced by Kavsa Say. Question 7. When it loads. Come on, Quiz Kid. Question 7. Which member of TJ's gang has the ability to sing in a man's voice? Is it Gus, Vince, Gretchen, or Mikey? So question 7. Which member of TJ's gang has the ability to sing in a man's voice? Is it Gus, Vince, Gretchen, or Mikey? So which of those characters can sing like a grown man, basically? Which of those is an amazing singer? The answer is Mikey. Yes, when he sings, he gets voiced by Robert Goulet, who you might have seen from the casino episode of The Simpsons. Heard. You might have heard him as the singing voice of Wheezy in Toy Story 2, and he's also in Beetlejuice as well. Okay, question 8. What is the fake swear word that TJ makes up? Is it crunks, thumps, womps, or ploppers? No worries. No worries if you're struggling, folks. I can see a lot of people struggling, but like, it's totally. If you want to stop playing, you can stop playing. If you want to keep playing, go for it. Don't feel pressured. Do not feel pressured. This is all a bit of fun. It's all a bit of fun. So, what is it? It's womps. This womps. I bet anyone that has like lower than 3rd place by the end of the quiz is like gonna just say this womps. Okay, question 9. Question 9. Which character follows playground supervisor Miss Finster around as her loyal sidekick? Chad, Randall, Menlo, or Lawson? So question 9. Which character follows playground supervisor Miss Finster around as her loyal sidekick? Is it Chad, Randall, Menlo, or Lawson? The answer is Randall. It's Randall. You all got it correct. All got it correct. Well done. Okay, we've got one more question in the easy round, I guess, and then it's the episode-specific round. So one more question. It's going to be a little easy. Question 10. What do TJ's initials stand for? Trevor Jeremy, Timothy Jim, Theodore Jasper, or Thomas Jack? So question 10, what does TJ stand for? Is it Trevor Jeremy, Timothy Jim, Theodore Jasper, or Thomas Jack? Which of those is TJ's real name? It's Theodore Jasper. You all got it correct. Well done. Yes, very proud. Okay, so now we're going to move on to questions that are about specific episodes, okay? Let's go. So round 2. Question 11. In Finster with Love, who does Miss Finster fall in love with? Dr. Slicer, Coach Kluge, Principal Prickly, or Hank, the janitor? So question 11. In To Finster with Love, who does Miss Finster fall in love with? Dr. Slicer, Coach Kluge, Principal Prickly, or Hank? Which of those does you're all full for? The answer's Hank. Pulse for Hank. It's a very cute episode. Very cute episode. Has a very mature ending to it as well. But I really like my Miss Finster episodes. I think she's a fascinating character. Really lovable behind her villainy. So question 12. In the episode Omega Kids, what caused everyone except TJ's gang to end up sick at home? Was it cheddar soup, fish tacos, fried chicken, or oyster burgers? Dominic, I'll have to check this one out. I don't even remember who Hank is. Hank is the janitor. So question 12. In the episode Omega Kids, what caused everyone except TJ's gang to end up sick at home? Was it cheddar soup, fish tacos, fried chicken, or oyster burgers? The answer was fish tacos. I knew it was going to be a bit of a divide between oyster burgers or fish tacos, but it was fish tacos. Collective, I remember that Mr. Burns was in Recess. Do you mean Harry Shearer, his voice actor? Question 13. In the episode Dodgeball City, what name does Gus go by as a dodgeball legend? El Satan, El Gusso, El Diablo, or El Goma? So question 13. In the episode Dodgeball City, what name does Gus go by as a dodgeball legend? Is it El Satan, El Gusso, El Diablo, or El Goma? So yeah, the answer was El Diablo. Dodgeball City is considered by many to be like one of the best episodes, by the way. Probably but it's the highest rated on IMDb. Really good episode. Question 14. The episode The Ratings Game, which rating number does Gretchen receive from the Ashleys? 5, 8, 7, or 6? So question 14. The episode The Ratings Game, which rating number does Gretchen receive from the Ashleys? Was it 5, 8, 7, or 6? The answer is 8. She's given a rating of 8. And her group are just like tall girls. That's the group she's ended up with. Question 15. In the First Picture Show, TJ wants to see a movie based on which superhero character? Mr. Neutron, the Atom Bomb, Captain Nuclear, or Senor Fusion? So question 15. In the First Picture Show, TJ wants to see a movie based on which superhero character? Mr. Neutron, the Atom Bomb, Captain Nuclear, or Senor Fusion? Which of those? Which of those? It's Senor Fusion! Another great episode. I love the First Picture Show. But like, I particularly have a fondness for episodes that are about TJ and Prickly's relationship. Question 16. The Recess episode Schoolworld is a parody of which classic sci-fi movie? Blade Runner, 2001 Space Odyssey, Westworld, or Close Encounters of the Third Kind? So question 16. The Recess episode Schoolworld is a parody of which classic sci-fi movie? Blade Runner, 2001 A Space Odyssey, Westworld, or Close Encounters of the Third Kind? It's a parody of 2001: A Space Odyssey. Yep. They basically get the robot from 2001: A Space Odyssey. You know, like I forgot his name even now. Like the circular eye thing. Ends up being in charge of the school. It's a pretty dark episode. Question 17. In the C note, TJ's gang find a $100 bill, but who does this bill end up belonging to? Tad White, Thaddeus T. V, Mayor Fitzhugh, or Superintendent Skinner? So question 17. In the C note, TJ's gang find a $100 bill, but who does this bill end up belonging to? Was it Tad White, Thaddeus T. V, Mayor Fitzhugh, or Superintendent Skinner? The answer is Thaddeus T. V. Okay, on to question 18. Question 18. In the episode The Secret Life of Groki, TJ's gang find out that Miss Groki is secretly practicing what? Karaoke, drumming, magic, or gymnastics? So question 18, in the episode The Secret Life of Groki, TJ's gang find out that Miss Groki is secretly practicing what? She's got another career going. Is it karaoke? Is it drumming? Is it magic? Or is it gymnastics? The answer is magic. They think she's a spy at first, but then they find out that she's performing magic on a stage. Good episode. Okay, question 19. Question 19, we're still on the middle round. Question 19, in The Girl Was Trouble, what is stolen from Gretchen? Galileo, a chemical kit, a bicycle, or a microscope? So question 19, in The Girl Was Trouble, what is stolen from Gretchen? Galileo, a chemical kit, a bicycle, or a microscope? Which one? The answer is Galileo. Galileo. Does anyone remembers Galileo? It was her little personal computer that was voiced by Eric Idle. Okay, question 20, last of the middle round. In Lawson and his crew, which characters join Lawson's crew? Yes, and I forgot I went this hard. So Chief Stinky, Brock, Jordan, and Library Kid, Ashley, Q, Digger, Dave, Gelman, Tubby, and Cornchip Girl, Narf, Mundy, Hustler Kid, Butch, Guru Kid, and Phil, or Kirst, Menlo, Skeens, Swinger Girl, and Randall. So which of those in the episode Lawson's Crew is Lawson's Crew? Most of you got it right. Most of you got it right. Most of you went for the correct answer, which is Kirst, Menlo, Skeens, Swinger Girl, and Randall. Each member is meant to be like a rival to each member of TJ's gang. Okay, so on the last round, this is all about nerdy stuff now. So question 21, who voices Spinelli? Is it Pamela Adlon, Tara Strong, E.G. Daily, or Ashley Johnson? So question 21, who voices Spinelli? Is it Pamela Adlon, Tara Strong, E.G. Daily, or Ashley Johnson? Who voiced Spinelli? Do you know? Is it coming to mind? The answer is Pamela Adlon, who is also the voice of Bobby Hill in King of the Hill. Question 22. Quizkate, come on. Come on, Quizkate. Question 22. When did Recess first ever air? September the 13th, 1997, October the 9th, 1998, August the 10th, 1995, or July the 4th, 1996? Which one? When did Recess first ever air? Was it 97, 1995, or 96? The answer is September the 13th, 1997, and most of you got that one. Well done. Yeah, that would have been like less than a week until my 7th birthday. Okay, question 23. How many seasons of Recess officially aired? 5, 4, 3, or 6? So question 23. How many seasons of Recess officially aired? 5, 4, 3, or 6? How many seasons did we get of Recess? I feel like we should have been given more, but still. The answer is 6. A total of 6 seasons. I want a season 7. Give me a season 7. How well is everyone doing so far, by the way? Do you think you've got a chance of winning? Question 24. Who composed the music score for Recess? Was it Jim Lang, Jared Faber, Dennis M. Hannigan, or Steve Belfer? So question 24. Who composed the music score for Recess? Was it Jim Lang, Jared Faber, Dennis M. Hannigan, or Steve Belfer? The answer is Dennis M. Hannigan. Most went for Jim Lang, who's the composer for Hey Arnold. Dominic, probably not this time, a little rusty on this series, but it's an excuse to check it out again. Yes, I highly encourage everyone to just watch Recess after this stream. Go for it. Question 25. How much did Recess Schools Out make at the box office? Was it $60.7 million, $50.3 million, $30.1 million, or $44.5 million? How much did it make? How successful do you think it was when it went to theatres? Was it 60.7, 50.3, 30.1, or 44.5? The answer is $44.5 million. Right, so we're technically halfway through the last round. We're getting closer and closer to the end of the quiz. Question 26. Recess has only ever had one crossover special, but which Disney cartoon did TJ's gang crossover with? Kim Possible, Lloyd in Space, Lilo and Stitch the series, or The Weekenders? So question 26. Recess has only ever had one crossover special, but which Disney cartoon did TJ's gang cross over with? Kim Possible. Collect from please don't put answers in chat or guesses in chat. Cheers. Lilo and Stitch the series or Weekenders? The answer is Lilo and Stitch the series. No worries, Collectible. Lilo and Stitch the series. Lilo and Stitch series also did like other crossovers of other Disney cartoons like Kim Possible, The Proud Family, maybe some others. Question 27. Who wrote the episode More Like Gretchen? Milton Chasman, Bart Gennett, Ford Riley, or Phil Walsh? So question 27. Who wrote the episode More Like Gretchen? Was it Milton Chasman, Bart Gennett, Ford Riley, or Phil Walsh? We're getting very nerdy now. Super nerdy, but I always like to highlight the writers of shows. The answer is Bart Gennett. Nobody went for Bart Gennett, but yes, he wrote More Like Gretchen. Question 28. Question 28. Who voiced Randall Weems? Was it Ryan O'Donoghue, Sam Gifaldi, Lane Toran, or Eric Von Detten? So question 28. Who voiced Randall Weems? Was it Ryan O'Donoghue, Sam Gifaldi, Lane Toran, or Eric Von Detten? The answer is Ryan O'Donoghue, who was also the voice of Cub Kovu in Lion King 2, and he's also one of the villains in the Kingdom Hearts games as well. Okay, question 29. Which of the following is not a real Recess movie? All Grow Down, Finster's Revenge. Wait, oh damn, I clicked the wrong one. Oh, I've not made that mistake in ages. Or Taking the Fifth Grade, or Miracle on Third Street. For crying out loud, why did I select the wrong one for the answer? I'm really, really sorry. Okay, I'm just gonna wait till it's done, and then I'll reveal which one it really is. It's Finster's Revenge is the made-up one. All the others do exist. Very sorry about that mistake. All Grow Down is basically the TJ's gang end up being caught by kindergartners, and like they tell stories of like they basically do it. It's like a clip show of kindergartner episodes, but also you see TJ's gang in kindergarten. There's a whole plot about that. We were talking about earlier on about Mikey being a villain. That's the episode. That's the movie. Taking the Fifth Grade is basically the closest we got to like a sequel to Recess. It's about them going to the 5th grade. It's 3 different stories, and the one it basically carries on the story. You see King Freddy taking over King Bob, and Miss Finster becomes their teacher in the movie as well. Miracle on Third Street is basically the teachers driving home, doing flashbacks of particular episodes to kind of like Miss Grokey is trying to convince Prickly and Finster the teachers gang are good kids. It's meant to be a Christmas episode. Sorry, I really wanted to like talk about that. Question 30, last question. How many episodes of Recess were aired? 96, 65, 77, or 60? So question 30, last question of the quiz. How many episodes of Recess were aired? 96, 65, 77, or 60? How many do you think, Ed? And remember, there's the like each episode is 10 minutes long. 65 episodes. There was total 65 episodes. Should be more. There should be more. I want more. If anyone at Disney is watching this, very, very, very unlikely, but like, can you pitch it? Okay, so in first place is contestant 3. In second place is Match App 1. In third place is Listy Ripsy the third. Are you ever not going to be the third? Fourth place is contestant 7. In fifth place is Movie Brat 91. In sixth place, for the first time in ages, is Dominic Boo 1. In seventh place is Cursed. In eighth place is Fierce Ace Girl. In ninth place is Leo Mitchell Art. Sora! Wow! Sora Star! Sora Star, you won the recess quiz! If you had fun, that's the main thing. And if you tried, you tried. Don't worry about it. But yeah, well done, Sora. Wow, I didn't even know the Sora's in the stream. Brilliant. For those who don't know, Sora is the one that designed my current video avatar. And she's also one of the 3 members of my movie podcast team, Film Chums. Why am I in chat now? Leo did worse than I thought. No worries. I'm gonna bug you to watch Recess, Leo. Yeah, congrats. Sora screams. Aww. Must have made your day, that. Match Out, I was confident that I would come either first or second, and you came second. Well done. Movie Brat plus Finster's Revenge counts as the actual right answer. Not really. Not really. I made up that film. The closest we get to a Finster's Revenge kind of story would possibly be the Halloween episode. So I started off strong but quickly lost track. No worries, no worries. But yeah, well done again to Sora. Before I head off, I'd like to ask you all if you have any suggestions that I can put in the poll for next week's Twitch quiz. Can't promise it's going to be it'll end up on the poll, but I'll hear you out. Leo, might as well watch it again. I can have it on the background while I do Inktober. Sounds like a plan to me. Yes, do it. Yes, it'd be a good thing to watch with Inktober. Especially the episode Spinelli's Masterpiece. That's actually about art, and it's a really beautiful episode about art. How about Marvel cartoon quiz? I don't know about that because there's so many Marvel cartoon series, and I probably only watch 1 or 2. I'm not the best one to run a quiz like that. I'd leave it to Leo's hands, but Leo is very, very, very busy. So they're most likely going to be watching the episodes after this. Brilliant. Sora says she's gonna watch them too. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy this quiz is getting people to revisit Recess, because it's just such a great show. And even though it has this nostalgic appeal for people, a lot of people haven't revisited it as adults and realized, wow, it was ahead of its time. It was smart, it was mature, it had some very profound episodes, and it could be very funny, and it had some incredibly memorable characters. Yes. An Arthur quiz. Ooh. Listy, Cartoon Saloon, or Animated Cats quiz. Movie, X-Men Evolution quiz. I've not seen X-Men Evolution. Leo, hell yeah, Recess and Art. Yes, Spinelli's Masterpiece is definitely an episode I want to see. I think that's the closest we get to an art-based episode as far as I remember. I mean, there's hints to art, but that is the most art-centric episode. Leo, it's just come back to me where the villain of School's Out disposes of a henchman who's voiced by Tony J. It was a roundabout way Hades beats Frollo. Yes, pretty much. Tony J is in the movie. I think he's in the show as well, but I can't remember. So the one thing I really like about Recess to me is it's got a comic book feel to him. It kind of does. Kind of sort of does. Yeah, I can imagine it being like a comic book. Move about. Wait, next week is the 30th anniversary of Batman the Anime series. How about that for a quiz? Ooh, definitely keep that one in mind. Soda, also remember there was an episode that had Tim Curry in it. Yes, he voiced Dr. Slicer. Probably the scariest. Probably, yeah, he is I'd say he is the scariest Recess character that we ever got. And like, it's one of the rare times where Tim isn't hamming it up. He is putting in like a really creepy performance for it. And the way that kids hype up this character is like makes you like, oh, even worse about him. I've had teachers like Dr. Slicer as well. Leo, the background art of the show has a very comic-y pen inclined style to it, with heavy cross-hatching to add texture. Yeah, particularly in the earlier seasons, they have a lot of cross-hatching. They have a lot of like extra details, and like everything looks more rusted, particularly like playground equipment and stuff. Listy, Tim Curry turns up in all animation. I think he used to hang around recording studios and wait for jobs. Matcha, I like the Nitwits Free episode, which is a little me no. Don't feel the need to do something just because it's popular is a good lesson. I really do like that episode. Yeah, I like that episode a lot. Like, and I find it is relatable as well because you sometimes end up being behind trends, and while it does teach Vince to not obsess over trends, it also sympathizes with them, and you kind of like going like, oh, I've been there, Vince, I've been there. But yeah, any other suggestions folks have for like poll topics? You don't have to suggest something, by the way. This is just your opportunity to do so. A little treat for anyone that stays behind after the quiz. Goof Troop quiz. Ooh, maybe. Listy Daria. I want to do a Daria quiz, but it never wins. Soda, I like to think Tim Curry is secretly a cartoon character in real life. He is, technically, yeah. Leo, Listy, the way you said he hangs around studios makes me think of Tim scaring the shit out of casting directors as they suddenly see his smiley face pressed against the glass. That'd be great. I sometimes joke that Viva hangs outside Nickelodeon. Because she told me once that she went to the Nickelodeon studio. And I've just joked about it since, that she hangs around there. Right, I'm guessing that no one else has any other suggestions for topics. And, yeah, once again, big well done to Sora. Hope you're happy, hope you're smiling, hope you're well. Hope you have a good morning, good evening, good night, good day, whatever time it is for you. And